delay. But also, we should note special counsel Jack Smith really has voiced some serious concerns, if not animus, toward this judge.
Yeah, absolutely. And there may come a time when he tries to get her removed from the case. But at this point, that's premature. What Jack Smith knows tonight, though, is that it's very possible that he may not be able to bring either one of his federal cases against former President Trump before the election. And the election is a significant point on the calendar because if Trump is reelected, he can have Jack Smith and both of his cases dismissed. Now, here, this case, the classified documents case, postponed indefinitely. But the other prosecution that Smith has brought, the January 6th case, also on ice while the Supreme Court contemplates if Trump has presidential immunity. Now, in their arguments a couple weeks ago, they signaled that they're not likely to toss that case out, but they might toss it back down to the trial court for more litigation, which, again, that's why it would make it impossible to bring before the November election. Obviously, we're here in Manhattan for this criminal case. The other one outstanding is the RICO case down in Georgia. But again, it goes back to the strategy of delay. By trying to have Fani Willis and Nathan Wade removed from the case, they successfully likely pushed that until late in this year. And it's very difficult, again, if Trump is reelected, to put him on trial down there. So this long game that they've been playing to try to delay everything, overall, has been successful. The one case that is going forward is what was always considered kind of the runt of the litter, the least consequential.
Later. This case now can't go to trial until mid to late 2025, and it won't go to trial if Trump is elected.
Woo! Let's go! Yeah, I had to get that out. Let's go, okay? Let's go. I love it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for more liberal tears, okay? Can't wait. Can't wait. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you guys, MSDNC and the cackling hens at The View are probably having an existential crisis right now. They are pounding sand. Liberal tears are flowing, okay? As news has just come out, bombshell news. Federal judge, conservative judge, patriot, Aileen Cannon has postponed indefinitely former President Donald Trump's federal trial in Florida dealing with the classified documents, okay? This is just one of two Jack Smith cases against Trump, one having to do with January 6th, the other having to do with classified documents. And this one has been postponed indefinitely, okay? And the reason why is because of too many pretrial issues that are holding up the case, right? It is essentially too early, this judge is arguing, to go to trial because they got to work out some of these issues. And this is a big deal, a huge blow to Democrats, because this is yet again another delay, okay? Because we know that the whole point of these trials, of these cases, is a political persecution. So they're trying to have this happen, Trump get convicted before the election, because they want to use this to sway the outcome of the election. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. So the clock is ticking, and it seems as if this case is not going to go to trial before the election, just like it seems like the January 6th case is not going to go to trial before the election because the Supreme Court is purposely slow walking that case, okay? And then you have the case out in Fulton County led by Fannie Pack Willis, in which Trump attempted to have woke DA Fannie Pack Willis removed because she was allowing Nathan Wade to put his tartar sauce on her fish cake, right? So that represented a conflict of interest. And although he could not get Fannie Pack removed, they successfully got Nathan Wade removed. And now they're challenging that ruling from the cowardly judge that refused to force Fannie Willis to remove herself from the case, okay, which probably would have destroyed the case altogether. But regardless, again, he can challenge it, which is further delaying the start of that trial. So it looks like the trials that really matter, the cases that really matter, aren't going to start before the election, which is a masterful job, right, by the Trump team, okay, because they've essentially delayed everything that they can. Again, they didn't get all of them, okay, they didn't get the Alvin Bragg one in regards to delay, but that's okay, because, again, nobody gives a damn about that one, right? So let's read about this decision here from the judge. And then we're going to watch a clip of CNN melting down. And this is not going to be the last video I make about this, because there's no doubt in my mind that the cackling hens are going to be melting down about it. MSNBC, I was searching for a clip of their reaction. Again, it's so bad. They're probably so upset. They're not ready to react to it yet, okay? Because the outrage is just going to be incredible. It really is, okay? I'm so ready to see these people who whine and cry over this, okay? They're going to say this judge is a white supremacist. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say all types of stuff about her. They're going to say she's not really a woman. Say all types of crazy stuff. So let's read here. Federal Judge Aileen Cannon postponed former President Donald Trump's federal trial in Florida, where he has been charged with retaining classified documents after leaving the White House. In a ruling on Tuesday, Cannon, a Trump appointee, said setting a trial date at this point would be imprudent because there are too many pretrial issues withstanding. The court also determines that finalization of a trial date at this juncture before resolution of the myriad of interconnected pretrial and Classified Information Procedure Act issues remaining and forthcoming would be imprudent and inconsistent with the court's duty to fully and fairly consider the various pending pretrial motions before the court, critical CIPA issues, and additional pretrial and trial preparations necessary to present the case to a jury. The court therefore vacates the current May 20th, 2024 trial date and associated calendar call to be reset by separate order following resolution of the matter before the court, consistent with defendant's right to due process and the public's interest in a fair and efficient administration of justice. Okay, so basically the Trump team has used the same strategy that they've used in all the other cases to try to get them delayed, in the sense that they're just throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks in regards to motions to dismiss. Now, in this case, this judge, it's not that she's not dismissing Trump's motions to dismiss. She's just slow walking it, right? She's just doing it in a way that's annoying the hell out of the liberal media and Jack Smith, because it's delaying the trial, right? So she's basically, again, not moving as fast as they would like her to move in order to get the trial started. And she's thoroughly considering the motions that the Trump team is bringing to try to have the case dismissed instead of dismissing the motions off the cuff, right? This is what the liberal media, Democrats, and Jack Smith want her to do, right? They're mad at her for not trying to expedite the trial so that it happens before the election, right? This is what they're trying to do. I mean, Jack Smith tried to do that in his other case, okay? He tried to expedite it. And this is what they're all doing. Fannie Willis tried to expedite her case. Like, this is what they're all doing, okay? They're all acting as a part of a conspiracy, right, against the president of the United States. Again, this is RICO right in front of your face. It really is, okay? They're all colluding, okay, to try to get the president convicted before the election. This is what they're trying to do. Special counsel Jack Smith alleges Trump willingly retained classified documents after leaving office and obstructed the federal government's efforts to retrieve them. The former president has pleaded not guilty. Cannon's handling of the case has been heavily scrutinized. In September 2022, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled Cannon abused her discretion when she ordered an independent review of the documents that were seized. Meanwhile, some legal analysts have slammed her for making, quote, baffling and unhinged decisions, aka not trying to rush the trial, okay, actually trying to thoroughly review the case, right, and to make sure everything is done right, okay? They're upset with her doing her job as a judge, to the point where they want to try to get her removed because she's refusing to do their bidding. Again, it's just so funny how that works, okay? You have these federal judges that happen to be appointed by Trump. And again, this happened really because of Mitch McConnell, to be quite honest with you, when he basically blocked Obama from filling all of those federal court seats. When Obama was in office, right, he focused heavily on that, including the Supreme Court. Trump gets in office and he fills all these seats with conservative judges. And now this is paying off, right? It's paying off in the sense that these judges that he appointed essentially are the only institution that we have that currently is saving our republic, right? They're stopping the Democrats from overthrowing our republic, because that is what Democrats are trying to do. They're trying to overthrow our republic, and the Supreme Court standing in the way. Conservative federal judges are standing in the way. It seems like the judicial system is the only branch of government left with some integrity, okay? I'm just saying. So let's get into this reaction here from CNN, okay? Clearly, they're going to be having a meltdown over this. They don't like the fact that this judge is doing her job, okay, thoroughly, but let's get into it.
Ty, you've been clear with your feelings of how Judge Cannon has handled this case, but this is direct. This isn't just she's, by having an unrealistic trial date on the calendar, we know she's not really putting one on. This is direct. Like, it's over. It's not happening. What's your reaction to it?
Well, I think you're absolutely right, Aaron. This is direct. This is clear. All she's really done today, though, is make official what everybody, including Jack Smith, already knew, which was she had no intention of getting this case to trial, and she wasn't competent to get this case to trial. She talks about her duty to fully and fairly consider the pending motions. She's had months to do that and did very little. She's ruled on only 3 of the 12 motions to dismiss, all of which could have been easily resolved by now.
According to you, right? According to you. I get these people are mad. Listen to them talk. This dude is literally saying, well, I'm mad that she's not moving as fast as I want her to move, right? That's what they're upset about. That's what they're upset about. And they're saying that the judge is incompetent for taking her time to make sure this is done correctly. We're talking about charging the former president of the United States here. Okay, you would think that, hey, yeah, you should take your time and make sure that everything is done correctly before going to trial, because there's a lot that's at stake here. Okay, but no. According to these people, no. You need to rush. You need to do sloppy work, right? And to just, hurry up and get this over with before the election. And look, here's the thing. If you see what's happening with this Alvin Bragg case, just how much of a shit show it has been, with Trump being subjected to gag order after gag order after gag order because he's defending himself against people who are attacking him, right, and accusing him of falsehoods. He's being subjected to possibly being thrown in jail while also trying to campaign for president. This should not be happening. It should not be happening before the election. None of these trials should happen before the election. Let the American people decide whether or not they want Trump to be president, and then whatever happens after that happens. But it should not happen before the election. In fact, honestly, it shouldn't happen at all. Let's keep it 100. Shouldn't be happening at all, right? Shouldn't be happening at all. Trump should not be standing trial, right? Shouldn't be happening at all. But it definitely does not need to happen. The trials in and of themselves do not need to happen before the election.
She ignored Jack Smith's Jack Smith set forth a detailed hearing and pleading schedule for the CIPA issues, the Classified Intelligence Materials, Procedures Act materials, which she wholly ignored and did not act on until today, when she scheduled 2 of the necessary hearings on that for the first time. So, this is something that I think it was always her objective, frankly, to prevent this from going to trial. But also, I think her inability, wholesale inability, to do it was made palpable.
So Ty, is this bias or is it just utter incompetence?
Well,
it can't be anything but bias or utter incompetence, right? This is what they're saying. Oh, but when it comes to Judge Merchant, when it comes to the other deranged judge that was handling the Trump business fraud case, the Letitia James case, when it comes to those, those judges are totally fair and honest. But when it comes to this judge, though, this judge must be biased or incompetent, right? You see how these people work? When the Supreme Court decides that, again, they're not going to let Democrats overthrow our republic. The Supreme Court, they're a threat to democracy. They're biased, right? They're in the bag for Trump. We should overthrow the Supreme Court, pack the Supreme Court, charge Clarence Thomas, throw him in prison. So again, when the judges are ruling in their direction, it's totally fine, totally legit. When the judges are not doing so, even though she's not dismissing the case, she's going to allow the case to move forward. It's just not going to happen before the election. It's not going to happen when they want it to happen. Okay? Just like the Supreme Court, they're not going to grant Trump full immunity or the president full immunity. They're not going to do that, right? So they're not actually really going to side with the president. They're just not going to allow it in regards to the trial to happen before the election. And again, these people are upset about it. They cry. The judges are biased. They're incompetent.
I think I once said that it's, to be fair to her, she may merely be incompetent, but no, this is a combination of bias and incompetence. I mean, for example, she scheduled a hearing on today in this order on the issue of, who constitutes Trump's trial team, or not Trump's, the Justice Department's trial team here, the special counsel's trial team, because of Trump's frivolous allegations that it includes a sweeping number of government officials. Now, that's a frivolous motion. No other judge would actually have a hearing on that, but she has scheduled one. The things that she has done here are really inexplicable, and it's tragic. She talks about having honored the public's interest in the administration of justice by postponing the trial. She has not honored the public's interest, for one day in this case, as she has sat in her office, apparently paralyzed from ruling on easily resolvable motions. And sadly, this case will not go to trial, notwithstanding the fact that it's one of the most important cases in history and could have easily been tried in advance of the election.
Yes, certainly. I mean, the fact pattern on that one, very clear, right? This is not like something like January 6th, where there are a lot of precedent and other issues to consider. Does Jack Smith have any recourse on this, or is this just, case closed?
So I don't believe he does.
Notice how they're pretending that the case has been dismissed. The case has not been dismissed, right? Oh, it's over. It's over now. Well, no, it's not over. It's just that it's not happening before the election. But to them, it might as well be over. Which tells you everything you need to know about what the intentions are. All of this is about getting Trump convicted before the election. That's what it's about. They're pretending like it's not over. She's just saying, well, listen, we're just going to suspend it until we work out these details, right? We got to work out these matters. That doesn't mean that the case is dismissed. Those are two different things. We just don't have a date when it's going to start yet. That's it. Oh, it's over. It's over. I'm loving this.
Scheduling is an area traditionally where judges have wide latitude. I don't think he would have the ability to get her removed on this or overruled on this. I do think, she is not capable of ruling intelligently or fairly on most of the motions that will be pending, and certainly the classified information issues. And I think at some point she will be removed in advance of trial. But keep in mind, this case now can't go to trial until mid to late 2025, and it won't go to trial if Trump is elected.
Woo! Let's go! Yeah, I had to get that out. Let's go, okay? Let's go. I love it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for more liberal tears, okay? Can't wait. Can't wait. So, anyways, yeah, this is beautiful. I love the cope here from CNN. We'll see what happens moving forward. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.